And he is the host of our I Am Healing Strong podcast. And today we're doing a Testimony Tuesday as sort of a reflection on the episode that was released yesterday with Dr. Teresa Scott. And she has her own cancer story, but also is now practicing biological dentistry. And so she kind of goes into both her story and then into some biological dentistry talk, which is more unfamiliar to myself as well. So I'm curious, with you being in the natural world, Jim, and having your own cancer story and just learning outside the box, if you will, if you kind of knew any of this as you were talking to Teresa, or if it was all new information to you as well and just about the interview. So go ahead, Jim, give us your insights and your reflection and all of your wisdom and knowledge and feedback.
Yeah, that shouldn't take long.
Okay.
Yeah, that I've never spoken to a biological dentist. I mean, I was kind of figured I knew what it was, but what I liked about her is she was very passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
She's obviously brilliant. And she's very vocal about her strengths and her weaknesses. But the details that she goes through to like just removing the metal from your teeth. And most people understand that mercury, not good.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you have to have a hazmat suit just to get rid of a thermometer that broke. But yeah, it's okay to be in your teeth. So a lot of logic there. But and like she said, most people, I mean, they all go into general dentistry. There's not like, hey, I'll go ahead and become a holistic or a biological dentist. It's like she says, pretty much every dentist, biological dentist who does it is because of their own journey. Mm-hmm. And she had a lot of cancer in her family, lost a lot of people, and if she herself got cancer. And I never realized the tie there is between what's going on in your mouth and the rest of your body. I mean, mm-hmm. In my brain, everything's isolated. That's just the mouth, take care of that. No big deal. If it falls apart, it won't affect anything else. You just look bad. But yeah, everything. And then they have charts about which tooth goes to another part of your body, how it affects it. And I thought, wow.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, she could have, as you could tell, she could talk quite a while. I think we could have gone all day. She's just mm-hmm. very passionate about it. And I like the fact that she is a unique individual. She knows she doesn't fit in society. Mm-hmm. She's like a round peg in a square hole, or however that thing goes. And she's good with it. I have a daughter that's like that. Very intelligent. She's also a redhead. I think Dr. Scott's a mm-hmm. redhead. Mm-hmm. And so it makes me feel better about my daughter because she is very unique and very smart and very opinionated. But, gets that from her mom, I'm sure. But yeah, it was very fascinating. And in fact, I did go to a biological dentist that she actually knew. She's out in Houston. I'm in South Carolina, and I mentioned him. She knew who he was. They had been at some convention or something together, and she gave the thumbs up. And so that was exciting. And yeah, over there, they also go through great lengths. Unfortunately, insurance companies don't always cover them because, why would they cover people who would actually fix things?
Yeah. No, and that's good to mention too, because that's going to be a question, I'm sure, for people if it's covered. So you just kind of have to do your due diligence with your insurance, which might not be the most fun thing. It's actually something I'm doing right now for dentistry with my young ones for something called MyoBrace, and it's more of a preventative approach and something I'm just barely learning about. So this episode too is very timely as far as just my focus being on teeth right now.
Yeah, and I went there and I thought, my gosh, I've got all kinds of stuff that need to be done, of course.
Yeah.
I still have some metal fillings in there, which I forgot about. Here I am 32 years old and still have that.
You're younger than I am, man. I didn't realize.
Well, this is the second time I've been 32. And
yeah.
So But yeah, I got those, and then they've got the root canals. I'm not sure
Mm,
how they're going to treat that first. They're going one step at a time, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to look like I'm 18 when I'm done though. So that's a good thing.
yeah, because
Well,
once that stuff comes out, your health will, I'm sure, will be better off, and you'll start to
yeah,
see changes over time. It's
yes. At least my mouth will look young.
yes. And I mean, it is something that I think as a society we've kind of come because of just the different the different parts and industries of health. We've kind of seen it separated. So then we start to assume our body is also separated. So our mouth is its own thing. And really anything in our mouth, I mean, we're constantly swallowing. I can't remember if she had said how many times a day we swallow, but it's thousands. And so stuff is getting in our bodies. And so it's important to know what's in your mouth because we're transferring it then to the rest of our body.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
like how she approached her own cancer, knowing that it's been deadly in her family.
Mm,
Um, but of course, she's being strong-willed and very opinionated. She fought against the chemo and stuff because she just knew that that didn't seem right for her,
hmm
and she went strictly the high dose vitamin C, which like that's just too simple. That's crazy, but she did, and it was gone in a matter. What was it? A month or two? It's totally gone. I
I mean, it
thought,
goes to show God gave us vitamins, minerals, all those things, right? And it's just so powerful. It's so cool. And she
yeah,
was only given a year to live.
yeah,
So she was given a death sentence. And now I believe in the interview she had said she's 7 years out at this point because the
yeah.
end of this year will be her 7 year or 8 year mark, something like that. So it's it's okay to take that step out in faith and go against the grain as long as you're feeling peace about it and led by the Lord, because she did. She had this conviction of, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, and we might be able to see her because she's in Houston.
Yeah.
Their 10-year anniversary celebration is going to happen in September. So,
Yeah. September when? Why don't you give the details about that?
well, Maya, that's it's the 29th and 30th at the Met Church in Houston. Houston's such a small little town, so you'll find it.
I know. It is quite quaint. It will be lovely.
Yes. So it's a church it has ties with Healing Strong.
Mhm.
So that's good. They're very familiar with Healing Strong, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of learning, of course, but mostly celebration, and there'll be a worship on Saturday night,
Mhm.
and it's just gonna be a lot of fun. Get to see people that we normally just see on video, and
And everyone's welcome. We do.
everybody.
Yes, we do have quite a bit of space, but it is limited. And so we will need to cap it at some point. But we are putting out the information now so you can start to mark your calendars, start to make plans, and figure out if you're able to get there and bring friends, because it's not just for those in Healing Strong. It is for those who want to learn more about natural health, who want to be around like-minded people, who love the Lord, who may just want that fellowship. And so I we just want to encourage that and let everybody know it's not just for certain people.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And I'm coming. I know that.
Yay. He's going to be signing autographs.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll be beautiful. I'll bring a
You
pencil just in case.
pencil.
That way they can erase it once I leave.
I was going to say, we'll give you some Sharpies, and you brought out the pencil. So that's how humble Jim Man is.
Yes. So humble. I'm the most humble person ever.
Humble and meek.
Yeah.
Well, it will be fun. So, yes, keep your eyes peeled for more information. We are accepting donations right now. So if you're on Instagram, they are linked in our link tree. We are raising funds for group leaders who are the core of our organization to be able to help support them if they need financial assistance to be able to make it. So you can give and donate to the Group Leader Scholarship Fund, or if you just want to donate to the organization as a whole and help us be able to put on this conference, you can donate as well just to the celebration, which is, they're both linked in our link tree on Instagram. And I can go ahead and provide the links too on our Facebook page. But thank you again, Jim, for spending your morning with me and talking about biological dentistry a bit and cancer and how one led to the other, and just your interview with Dr. Teresa Scott. What does she like to go by the way?
She says whatever. Teresa's fine. Dr. Scott's fine. You know, they never pinpoint it down, which is great.
Yeah.
It's not about their title, so I like that.
Yeah, well, that's good. So we hope you enjoy it. Our podcast is linked in our link tree as well. And then I will put it in our Facebook caption of this video too. So you can listen to her interview. It just released yesterday. And we hope you enjoy it. And if you have any comments or questions, you can put them in the comments. So thank you all for joining us this morning. And thank you, Jim.
All right. Thank you. We'll see you.
See you next